끝없이 길을 달리고 달려봤던 저 수많은 견디다 웃음들이.
Nice. Okay. So what I really liked about Jungkook's voice is the syncopated rhythm there. It's very hard to do, especially live. So I definitely feel him on that.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Alright, so I found this live version of Love Maze, but it's got Home in it as well, which doesn't hurt. We'll review both together. If you guys want to get 10% off your favorite BTS swag, check out the link down below. It seems like that's the beginning of the concert. Okay, so it seems like this is the intro. It must be they're starting the concert like this, because it doesn't seem like there's much singing going on here. It sounds like a backing track playing.
Yeah, I'm going your
I think I've actually done a reaction to this specific performance of Home, but I never did Love Maze. So as before, what Jimin's doing here is he's using a head voice tone and finding that chord closure with a little bit of the vocal fry at the beginning. Again, the vocal fry is that So this is the first time you're listening to this. Vocal fry is that effect, kind of the groggy feeling in the morning. You're like, oh, I don't want to get up. So he uses a little bit of that to get into the sound. Yeah, yeah. Using that to get up into his high range. So V takes a totally different approach. I love the microphone and headset matching. That's really awesome. Like it's a lot more mouth heavy, and without that because that helps you kind of get more to nasality, whereas this is more just to kind of mouth resonance. Alright, so I guess it was just V that was lucky enough to get a head, like in-ear monitors that matched his microphone. RM doesn't have that, or maybe he chose to be the one that has matching stuff. That's good. Right, and so you can hear that in V's approach. It's like two very different approaches to the voice. I want that! It's more like a like out of the mouth. Right, he's using much more of a nasal approach, Jimin is, than V is. V is much more out of the mouth. Nice, I really like Jimin's soft head voice approach. Right, so he's finding that really like, where the voice is just like barely coming out. It's not, where it's like full voice, it's more of a head voice tone. Alright, so now we just turned up the energy level. Everything was like very chilled, laid back. Now he's really turning up the energy level. And so there you can hear the effect that I've spoken about before, maybe even within this recording of the song, but when he's cupping the mic like this, let me grab a mic. Okay, so you've got your microphone, right? Over here in the microphone is actually, as you can see, it's vented. So you can actually see the capsule sitting there. If we screw off the top, so you guys can see what the inner guts of a microphone looks like. So if you look there, that's basically what the inside of a dynamic microphone looks like. So dynamic means that it's basically being picked up not by electricity being fed to the microphone itself, but rather the voice or the sound hitting the capsule here. Either way, what this microphone actually has is a film on top, so you actually can't see the capsule, but that's like a wind protector, so you don't hear the plosives when you're singing. And so that singing, I don't know why I emphasize that because it's not a plosive, but essentially when you're singing into this, the air that comes into the microphone has to go somewhere. So when it comes into the microphone, it has to be fed out. So as you can see, when I'm singing into it, right, so if I screw this guy back on, when I sing into it, if I cup here, then I'm not allowing anywhere for the air to be vented. And so it comes out with this very, very muffled sound. So that's what you're hearing when he's singing that and he's got it cupped like this. You're going to get a sound that sounds like this. It's really muffled. And that might be like an effect you're looking for. But always much better to hold the microphone from here, so then that way you're not getting this muffled sound and you're allowing the air to vent through the edges of the microphone. Somebody's got to turn up Jin's voice, because here it is way too low. So that was a little bit of a botched run right there. If you listen in the back, somebody was trying. Yeah. Somebody was trying to hit, I think, those notes. I think that was what the run was supposed to be, but somebody totally botched it. If you can hear that in the background behind V. Yeah, you hear that? They like come in and then they're like, oh no, I didn't hit it, so I'm gonna back off. I'm really surprised. So RM, I think, is way too loud and Jin's voice is way too quiet. So I'm really surprised that somebody didn't, you have audio engineers, and I'm sure they have a team of audio engineers that are listening to the performance. So they're supposed to make real-time adjustments to the song, right? So that, okay, if for one line it's off, they fix it and then it's all good. So whoever's monitoring it isn't doing their job here. Because I can hardly hear him, and RM I can hear like way too much. The balance is way out of whack. So do you guys hear that, what I'm talking about? So the balance of Jin's voice versus Jungkook versus RM, I think they're way out of balance. Like Jungkook's at a good level, RM's too loud, and Jin's way too low. So people should be evening that out as they're going. Okay, V I can hear pretty good. Let me put on headphones. By the way, guys, these are amazing headphones that I got from Stealth Sonics. They have 9 drivers in them, in this tiny little thing, and I'm a big fan of these headphones. Nice. Let's go. V killed it there. Okay, so there it's just in the "Cause I'll Be Your Love Maze." It needs just a little bit of an extra tune-up. Cause I'll be your love, cause I'll be your love maze. Right, so finding just a little bit more of the cause I'll be your, cause I'll be your. Just needs to find a little bit more on the I'll be your. Nice, okay. So what I really liked about Jungkook's voice is the syncopated rhythm there. It's very hard to do, especially live, so I definitely feel him on that. But it could have been tightened up a little bit. You can hear how his voice is slightly off from the backing track that is kind of helping him out here. And so what he would need to do is just kind of tighten it up just a little bit. And also that run could have been executed a little bit better. You can hear the backing track that's doing it, and he's kind of following along with it, not quite hitting it exactly. Listen again. Almost. It's like almost 100%. Okay, so the rest of Jungkook's line was really good. And I think I was a little overly harsh on that run. He was actually pretty good hitting that run. Yeah, so they've turned up Jin's voice a little bit here, but I think it could still be brought up in the mix. I don't think it's quite there where it should be. Alright, so Jungkook needs to work with RM on the rhythm because he has amazing rhythm. I mean, almost all rappers are going to have unbelievable rhythm, but he has incredible rhythm. And you can see how he's sitting right on point there. Yeah, Jin is doing a great job on those lines. Those lines are really difficult to do because you're coming from falsetto into a full voice mix, right? You're going to a heavy mix. It's very hard to do that so seamlessly. Right, so you've got to really be able to take it from that very soft place to then a very strong, heavy mix. It's not easy. Yeah, and V's doing a great job with it too. He's finding a lot more nasal resonance on that than he normally would, and that's really helping him hit it bang on. Yeah, so you could hear that. You could hear RM so well, but you can't hear Jin. So right there I think Suga's vocal is a little bit too low in the mix, and RM is again kind of right on top of it. I don't know if that's because RM sings a little bit louder than everybody else or raps a little bit louder than everyone else, but they should be adjusting that in real time during the performance. So you could hear him clear. I can't hear Suga.
Let's go one time. Let's go.
Is that just me? Like I couldn't hear a word he was saying. That's so funny. I just had a thought, because one of the things that I get people to do and that I teach is that you should always kind of practice in front of a mirror, because when you can see yourself how you're doing it, you can kind of notice any points where you might be straining or pushing or jutting your head forward, and these types of things. It's so good to practice right in front of a mirror, and here they are performing on stage, singing in front of a mirror. And by the way, if you guys are interested in learning more about the voice and learning how you can improve your voice, you can check out this card right here that I'm going to leave, and there you can get a free lesson. It's absolutely free. You just sign up on my website and I'll send it to you by email. Okay, so right over there, the harmonies are not quite matching. You know, his higher harmony is just a little bit out of tune, which is becoming very obvious when you've got that lower harmony. Yeah, so all right there was, once he went on the da-na-na-na-na-na-na, right there, he's going just a little bit under the pitch. And that becomes much more clear because you've got the harmony with it. So I definitely could hear J-Hope there, no problem. Alright. I love how everybody else is jumping around and V's just like, yo, I can just chill here. Like I don't need to move around. Nice. Finish off with V. So if you like this video, please check out this one because I'm sure you're going to love it too.